Welcome everybody to the PICO Teardown and Rebuild of the Drone series. For this series, I took a $1,300 commercially available mid-market drone and tore it down, created some work instructions for myself, and then effectively rebuilt it a number of times, sequencing it through, trying to learn from my own mistakes as I went through it, and then tried to create a level of guidance so that anybody could go rebuild one of these drones. It was really fun to kind of do it from the PICO point of view because I actually had to create the work instruction from the end to the beginning because I was tearing it down. So as I was tearing down the drone, I was trying to think my way through how would that step actually be recreated? Are there going to be things that are going to interfere with both the torque gun? Are there going to be things that are going to interfere with the two parts coming together? Significant challenge for me was these are tiny screws, so me trying to get in there with the torque gun and apply the right amount of torque to get that down. So also counting the sequences, making sure you break them up. There are times when sequence matters, and there are times when the sequence doesn't matter also. So making sure your work instruction includes clear guidance on 1, 2, 3, 4, or if it's just bulleted, they might be able to jump from bullet 1 to bullet 3 and then back to bullet 2. So when I was taking those down, I was trying to make sure I understood my own sequence. It's really important, though, that you also create work instructions that interact with your operator's capability, both current and future. So with PICO, we use what we call layered content, which enables newer users to go deeper into the process, but also when you have an advanced operator, it becomes more of a referential guide where they don't have to see every piece of information every time. They have a general understanding of the process, but it's a simple couple-minute process where they're repetitively doing that same process over the course of a day, a week. And then that kind of builds back out to making sure that the operator is guided and giving full capability of what is being communicated to them, with any changes or updates to the process being flagged to them so that when they are in kind of almost semi-automated mode, something that changes gets flagged to them to make sure they go and address that change as they're building through the updated revision of the work instruction. Depending on which generational operators sit in, it can feel a little bit like a cultural change if you're on paper work instructions to adopt those work instructions, because now you're interacting with a screen or some other kind of digital device. For me, with the PICO system, as I was creating this drone, I had to make sure that I was creating a work instruction that I would then interact with later, because I was creating my own work instruction during the tear down. I was editing it, and then I went back and rebuilt it so that when I was sequencing things as I rebuilt it, it was a little bit different than the actual teardown process. So making sure I highlighted those and captured some of my notes as I was kind of changing the process along. And that's one of the things that PICO offers is you can do alerts, or you can create notes that are process improvement suggestions that, particularly if you have a lean culture, can go right into the process improvement bucket. So you can kind of keep iterating as you move forward. In our next episode of the Drone Teardown series, we're talking about connected tools and how they interact with your work instructions, helping gamify manufacturing and create a two-way communication with the operator. This will help improve quality and efficiency across your manufacturing.